minute late. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Minions of the Zoo. I am your host, Johnny Hellcat. With me today are minions Hey Camel.
Good evening.
Gabby GeeWhiz.
Hello, hello.
And Dax Ryan.
Oh, who?
So how are you guys doing today?
Someone tooted, and that's very succinct.
I was doing fine, and then somebody had to beat me in one of my favorite games.
It's finally my turn to spank you. What can I say? It made me happy.
You know, we're a family-friendly show here.
I mean, family moderate.
Adjacent.
Adjacent.
Yeah, family
Jinx,
adjacent.
you owe me soda.
Dysfunctional family friendly show.
Oh, man.
Those are the best ones. It's always the quiet, happy-go-lucky ones that always end up on the news for some weird shit.
You're not wrong.
I beg your pardon. I just like minding my own business.
There's a thin layer between, like, in dysfunction between normalcy and Jerry Springer.
Jerry's so much fun. I miss Jerry Springer.
There's worse things than being on Jerry Springer.
Oh, that's true. There was Ricky Lake.
I remember somebody.
Ricky Lake.
I remember some a Canadian British person like saying, talking some shit about Jerry Springer when the news popped up that he died. I was like, yeah, he was an asshole, but he was our asshole.
Yeah.
It's always like after someone dies, it's like they crawl out of the woodwork to like take a shit on him.
I never liked that douche. Really?
Really? You never told him to his face? Well, or at least while he was alive and could have found you on social media.
Well, that's like
I've never pretended to be anything other than low class. I have chanted Jerry more than once. All right.
I am a little embarrassed, but like my uncle and cousin loved the shit out of that show, and they would mix tomato juice with their Bud Lights and talk about it during it, like actively engaged. Even commenting if the chicks were hot or not. I'm like, oh my god, we're so like trash.
No, I was talking to a coworker of mine tonight, and I mentioned him like, yeah, how Jerry Springer do your phone calls get usually? And he goes, what? And I go, you can't be that young. It turns out he's like 24, but yeah, like.
I don't know. Some of the 20-somethings at my work surprise me. They sometimes get my older references. I don't know.
Seinfeld was the superior Jerry. Depends on. I mean, it depends on what you're looking for.
I've never seriously sat down and watched Seinfeld.
I've seen a couple episodes.
I don't intentionally seek it out. If it's there, it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I heard the ending was really stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's like them in a jail, and then they get out, and it's just the end.
Alert.
It's not a big deal.
Yeah. Rotten's got a point there. Springer and Bob Barker, they were the at-home entertainment when you were convalescing, sick from school.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Those two gentlemen, saltine crackers and 7-Up.
Yep. Yeah, 24-year-olds were born in 2000.
Where has my life gone? Apparently, like I've been told, I've been an old man, since adolescence at least. So feels compounded.
Yeah, we also had Red Shoe Diaries, so that was pretty nice. That's what we got as young adults, so to speak, at the nighttime run. You got that, and then they do the syndicated reruns of Jerry, so you went from smut to smut. But it was good smut.
Classy smut, yeah.
I never really watched the that spinoff, the Wilkos show.
Steve Wilkos, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's fine. I don't even know if it's still going. I have no idea.
Oh, his security guy.
Yeah.
I did not know that Steve had his own show.
How did you not?
I tune in and tune out sometimes.
Do you guys
That's
remember
amazing.
when the bodyguard on the Judge Judy show ended up going to murder or jail for murdering his wife?
Oh, the bailiff, yeah.
Yeah.
I did not hear about that.
It's awesome.
It's funny because there was an episode where a defendant is like specifically talking, like, you know, he's like, it's divorce and like, and oh my god, we gotta.
And like she pointed him out as like having like a long marriage or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Dude counter's like, you don't look happy. He wasn't.
Yeah, narrator comes on and is like, he in fact was not happy. I mean, if that's not a segue for like Robert Stack to like come in stage left, I don't know what is.
No, that's
There's another guy we don't have anymore.
yeah.
Loved his bit in basketball.
Yeah.
Scenario number 1. He's hanging by his neck in his fucking closet. Scenario number 2. He went to Disney World.
And then was that TV show like the Roadkill?
Oh yeah.
There was a TV show about roadkill.
Oh, in basketball.
It's like cute
Thing
critters getting hit on. I can't remember this show.
Like making fun of like when animals attack and whatnot.
I still kind of miss 1,000 Ways to Die.
That was a great show.
And Mansers. That was a fun one.
Oh yeah, I like Mansers.
I only ever think of 1,000 Ways to Die when that meme pops up about the certified like chubby chaser dude. Because apparently one of the episodes involved a dude like suffocating while having sex with a bigger girl.
Ah, yeah.
How bad do you think she feels?
Yeah, that's some terrible stuff right there to think about.
Yeah.
And then there's the one other one I remember is like the Amish kid who ends up dying of alcohol poisoning on Rumspringa because he doesn't have the ability to break down alcohol.
Roadkill Cut on Tape. That's the one. Roadkill Cut on Tape.
Roadkill.
And what didn't it tape over like his video of like what was it, the World Series? Reggie Jackson's home runs or whatever.
Jackson's home run where he
Oh
cut the ball.
yeah.
Oh, that's a damn good movie.
Yeah, it was. Cracks me up that anybody hated that movie. It knew what it was and what it wanted to be.
Oh,
Exactly.
And as soon as you say that, Frosted comes in with his critique of basketball.
So I was talking with the mother of my children, and she was telling me that my youngest had gotten out of taking his history final today.
How so?
Well, as we may well know, he is a diabetic. And with this week being finals week, he wasn't feeling all that well. His blood sugar was a little high. But he was like, fuck this, I'm going. I'm going to take my finals and just get the year over with. Call it good. Entered what was going to be called the beginning stages of ketoacidosis. Which Forge will be able to tell you, not a fun time.
I've never even heard of that. Ketoacidosis.
Yeah, have you ever heard of the keto diet?
Yeah.
The keto diet is essentially reliant upon the entry stages of diabetic ketoacidosis, where you're restricting your carb intake to the point where your body gets the jitters, and that's where the quote-unquote the weight loss begins. Which, if you've ever gotten the jitters when you're like, I gotta fucking eat something or I'm gonna rip someone's face off, that's what that is.
I just call it hangry.
That's pretty much what it is. So, yeah, essentially, ketosis is that jittery feeling. Well, one of the side effects with that is nausea, and the higher his numbers are for his blood sugar, the more nauseous he is. And so, mid-exam, he started groaning a little bit. And then when the teacher came to check on him, he then projectile vomited all over his test and then all over his teacher.
Nice.
How bad does your kid hate history?
And then all the way
Which
out
you
the
remember
door
forever.
and then down the hallway. So when I had mentioned earlier that he had went full exorcist, that is what I was referring to.
Lovely imagery. As long as he's okay, holy shit.
Yeah, he's fine. That was yesterday. I guess that happened.
Well,
So-
she has to retake it, right? Like,
No, she excluded him from the test, and he passed with a B.
oh my god.
So yeah, like she's like, you know what? We're just gonna bite the bullet. He's gonna pass. There he goes.
Well, I'm sure if he had a long-standing history of doing decent in that class, a teacher's like, yeah, what the hell?
Yeah. So what she ended up doing was just taking his average of his semester tests, and then just gave him that grade. So it's not like he's a bad student and was like, barely hanging in there. He was actually doing pretty good. But yeah, just all over the place. Like clearly she had to leave. I can only imagine, like, getting home and like especially if you're, yes. You like I'm screaming, baby. Yeah, cat's on the table.
At least
Oh,
he's not in the cradle with a silver spoon.
Yep.
Or at the Peking Moon.
I have nothing to throw at this thing.
Throw shade.
cat?
Yeah.
You could
Yeah.
just go full. Who
I,
was it? Who was that one streamer who threw her cat? And
well, I don't throw the cat. I throw something at the cat to get her off the table.
Throw a cat into the other cat.
no, who was that streamer? Like, there was that drama like years ago. I think it was.
Alinity.
Yeah,
You could go
cat
Alinity. You just go.
Fuck that bitch.
No, I don't throw my cats. Or feed them vodka.
Vodka.
Or get
What's the
married,
cat's
or,
Russian?
or marry simps for green cards.
They do make wine for cats.
And dogs. Wine for cats, beer for dogs. That's right.
How
Yeah,
much of an
nothing-
alcoholic do you have to be to get your pet's hooch as well?
That is a very depressing level.
Hey, Six. Hey, Cryptic. Yeah, no, it's she mentioned that to me, and I'm like, if I had thought about that, but I don't think they'd have been like, oh no, you're taking it over twice. There's no way in hell you're getting out of this. So yeah, he got out of his test by throwing up on his teacher.
Legendary.
I wish I knew that was an option when I was in school.
That
Right?
that was
Would
my
have gotten
thought.
out of my junior chemistry final.
I don't recall really ever puking at school. I don't think I ever did. Got a kidney stone at school once. That was fun.
Ew.
Yeah, my very first kidney stone I discovered was very painful, and that happened when I was in high school and I was a sophomore. Yeah, sophomore, something like that. That's about the worst I ever got in school. Anybody else have similar stories of tragedy or super embarrassing moments?
No, not really.
You were a straight upstanding citizen in school?
Yeah, for the most part.
I remember my junior year. Me and a buddy of mine talked me into joining the cheerleading squad, and my sister was a senior that year, so it was the senior assembly when they were announcing the next year's like all-stars or whatever, some bullshit. And they brought out the varsity people who are pre-picked for the varsity team. Brought them out, and then they brought out the cheerleaders, and then there was me and my friend he had talked me into it, and everyone's looking at my sister because my sister was like, she wasn't like super popular, but she was pretty well known. No, there's no vomit on this one. But you know, we're just sitting there, we're doing cheerleady shit, and they announced the junior varsity cheerleaders, and then they announced varsity cheerleaders, but they omitted us as the guys. And all of a sudden, you just hear from the entire, because they split up into four. There's the freshman section, sophomore section, and junior senior section. Mm-hmm. And you can just hear the entire senior section just, boo! Who are the guys? Like, just completely calling them out on the fact that they just overlooked us completely. And yeah, that was actually pretty cool.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
And most of them I could tell were my sister's friends.
That was nice that they looked out for you.
Yeah, that is sweet.
I'm not lying. I did not hit her. I didn't.
God, we should watch that together.
Oh, hi, Frosted.
I still haven't seen that movie.
Oh my God, it's going on the list.
You guys can watch that shit by yourself.
It's so great.
No.
Yes, it's
No, it's
so
not.
great.
But
I saw when it first released. I was there from the beginning. This shit's like emboldened in my mind.
I still want to thank you for showing me the movie Clue. That was a good one with Tim Curry.
So glad you liked it.
You
I
hadn't
like
seen
it.
Clue, and I missed it? Aw.
I could not show her Clue.
I did not.
Legitimately like my third favorite movie.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Johnny?
So I can't believe you didn't tell us
Oh.
this.
What, that I made her watch Clue, or she?
No,
hadn't
that she
seen
did.
it?
Well, she hasn't seen Training Day.
Yeah, no, we got to do Training Day.
I
yet.
haven't seen Training Day.
I
Neither
haven't
one of you
seen
have.
it.
Neither. Yeah. It's in my top 100.
And there was some other ones too.
We still have to do Yojimbo.
We do.
6. That was just a red herring.
That was the movie that made me had to find out what the fuck that term meant. Well, I think, but it's like that's just a red herring. What do you mean? Well, it's a red herring. Yeah, no. What does that mean, though?
Frosty has a good question. Does Training Day have Tim Curry in it?
It should have.
It does not. No.
Tim Curry was a badass. Is a badass? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's still alive.
He's still alive,
He's
but
hanging
I
in
believe
there.
he had a stroke.
Oh.
Yeah, he had a massive stroke a couple of years back, and it knocked him on his ass. So he looks like shit.
Poor guy.
He took the graceful step back. He gave us so many good memories. It's like no matter what happens.
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he is Pennywise the Clown.
Oh yeah,
Dude, him in Legend.
so
Mhm.
good.
Yeah.
You know he voiced Nigel Thornberry in The Wild Thornberry.
And Flea was the kid. I forget what his fucking name was. Donnie.
Donnie.
There you go, Donnie. So two.
I didn't watch the show, but you and I have had this conversation before.
We did.
And who could forget the Rocky Horror Picture Show? That's
Nobody's seen
a
it.
fucking classic.
I liked the moment when I was a kid and I started developing my powers for recognizing voices. It's like, oh, I'm watching Ferngully and he's a toxic mess.
Oh, that's right, he was. Oh, I loved Ferngully.
Me too. I liked it as a kid. Now, as I get older, it's like this was the type of movie that should have been shown if you're trying to do the whole save the planet thing. It wasn't ultimately pretentious and it was fun.
He was in Dragon Age Origins also.
Yes, he was.
Although I did like him in Psych.
Oh yeah, he was in Psych.
It's been a while since I've gone through and watched Psych. I think it was on TV. It was still like airing.
It is on the
On
Netflix.
USA.
Well, there you go. You know, you can watch it now.
Yeah. I never finished White Collar either.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
He was Cardinal Asshole in Three Musketeers.
Cardinal asshole.
I don't know.
Long
what
John
that is.
Silver in Muppet
Cardinal-
Treasure Island.
Cardinal Richelieu in the Three.
Oh, he was in. Oh, I was thinking of Treasure. I was like, he did not voice someone in Treasure Planet.
No, but he was in Muppets Treasure Island.
Yeah, great actor. A lot
Wild
of
West
work.
Cowboys of Moon Mesa.
I did
Let's
not
go
see that
back to that one. Like that's from 92, 93.
You know, apparently, speaking of actors, apparently recently they had a like 30th anniversary of Lion King deal at the Hollywood Bowl. And they had Jeremy Irons singing "Be Prepared."
It's really sad because in the original taping, he couldn't do it because his voice was going really fluffed, and they had to have Jim Cummings come in to do it. You know, voice of Tigger, for those who don't know.
And Pooh.
Oh, yeah. But Tigger mostly. I like
Yeah.
Tigger.
Jeremy Irons does great as a villain, but he also does some pretty good non-villain roles. Like I liked him in Kingdom of Heaven.
Oh, yeah, I enjoy Jeremy Irons as an actor. He's wonderful.
Kind of the same thing with Michael Ironside. Great villainous roles. Also, some really classic, not like hero roles, but good guy
Starship
roles.
Troopers.
Yes, yeah.
It's quintessential Rat Shack.
I don't know if I'd say Be Prepared is. I gotta go with Move On. I'll Make a Man Out of You. I'd say that's the best Disney song. Donny Osmond knocked that one out of the park, Frosted.
I've never sat down and thought about my favorite Disney song. God, there's so fucking many.
There are quite a lot, yeah.
I think.
Now, name one that has come out after Frozen.
Fuck, I don't even think about Frozen when I think Disney songs.
Exactly. Like those aren't made for us.
Moana was a good movie.
I guess that one song because of the meme is the only thing I know.
I don't know anything
say?
about
Exactly.
You're welcome.
Oh, she knows me so well. Yeah, and that's the only thing I know about Moana other than the Polynesian actual history and that stuff. It's like, okay, I know that story. It's cool. I'm glad they made a movie out of it, but I've never seen it.
Frost said, "Wow, I didn't even know Camel was gay." I mean,
How could you
it's
not?
The internet. Everybody's faking gay.
He's called himself a pretty man.
I am a very pretty man with a luscious mane of hair. Yes.
His wall's not white because of the paint.
I thought the show couldn't get any more camp. I was wrong.
And I mean, isn't that part of the reason why I'm your running mate, Frosted? That's a Glass Camel 2024. Vote early, vote often.
Did you see that meme I put in Dax's Discord? There was this guy giving an interview on some TV show, and he got called a homo in school. And he's like, at first I thought that meant homeless. So I told my buddy, it's like, but you've been to my house. I thought that was funny.
Oh yeah, he was in The Beekeeper.
I got replaced with Ship. Didn't even have the courtesy to tell me I got kicked off the ticket for Ship.
Ship.
I feel so lost.
This is offensive.
What is Ship?
That's a good question, Gabby. Apparently, that's Frost's running mate. Now, so much for me helping you to start a ginger ethno state, sir. I wash my hands of this weirdness now.
You'll be tainted forever.
He can put me on the SCOTUS.
Let's see.
I prefer an ambassadorship somewhere with a warm climate, population of women that wear, skimpy clothing and have loose morals.
So Brazil?
Yeah, that works. Shit, that means I gotta learn Portuguese, though.
I mean, it's like dirty
Costa Rica.
Spanish Italian.
How about Costa Rica? I got a little Spanish I can work on. Ooh, better yet, Belize.
I was just about to say Belize. That is a great place.
Nobody wants to go to Chile, huh?
Too close to Argentina. I don't want to run into any Nazis on government business.
You might find their gold. Argentina.
Don't worry, I'll force every country to learn English. Real English, no Zeds. Make sure they get rid of all those arbitrary U's as well. You'll never take me alive. We'll leave you for the emus, Terry. I'm sure they got unfinished business.
The fat electrician actually did a video about the emu war. It cracked me up.
What, really?
Uh-huh.
Is that an older one?
It's an older one, yeah.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, how did I miss this one? I think I've only been following him for like less than a year now.
It's always funny whenever we're in a group meeting and I bring up the Great Emu War and people think I'm joking.
It's a real thing.
I have to tell everyone every single
it's
time.
greatly exaggerated, but it's still fucking true.
The best part is that the emus won.
Well, I mean, again, you need to watch the fact.
And they were magnanimous in victory. They allowed the Australians to keep a government. I mean, how many victors do that?
Benevolent.
What nice birds.
They allowed them to, continue governing themselves instead of, cracking down with an iron wing. Claw? Talon?
They have talons.
Did China actually lose a war against sparrows?
I know they decimated the bird population over there.
I know, yeah, because they used.
And that was part of what led to a
right?
famine, wasn't it?
Yep.
Like there wasn't any sparrows to eat the bugs that were eating the crops.
Yep. That's how you had the locust invasion. You ever see the movie or read the book, The Good Earth?
No.
That's what happened.
Thanks for that explanation, because none of us have read that book, so we don't know what the hell you're talking about.
No, it's literally what we were just talking about. It's like they got rid of, that's not what the book is entirely about, but it involves the locust invasion.
Yeah, Frost, he sums up nicely. They beat the sparrows. They just starved to death afterwards.
Yeah, they want to get the sparrows, but yeah, the locusts are the things that just utterly destroyed all the crops. No, the book, to summarize real quick, it's about a guy who starts from the bottom, and as he gets older, he becomes really successful, and he kind of loses the plot, and then literally loses the plot of farm he had to the locust invasion, and he was realizing he should have just been happy with what he had. It's pretty cool, actually. Obviously, it's about China, but it was neat. I read that in 6th grade. Movie's pretty cool. I'm sure we can find a copy of the movie somewhere. I'm sure it's public domain now.
I'll have to put it to my list. I'm always looking for good books from the bookshelf.
Yeah, it's good.
You still need to buy J-Pod by Douglas Coupland.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to buy it because I've been reading all the Roger Rabbit books. They're all good. They're all different. There's none of them that's the movie. This is the one I'm reading now is supposedly like a sequel-esque to the movie. But even then, it changes a bunch of stuff around. But yeah, each one of the books is a different incarnation of Eddie, Roger, Jessica. In this book, Jessica's only mentioned. I don't think she ever shows up so far. Jessica Rabbit.
I swore I heard someone's ceiling bird go off.
No.
Johnny keeps trying to tell us that's his chair squeaking.
I don't even hear it.
If I can even get it to go. Yeah, whatever.
You gave me so much grief for mine.
In fact, we turned it into a soundboard.
I know you did, you little shit.
You're welcome. Oh, man.
I do have this just because this is quite possibly the best thing I've ever seen. So let's just put a share on this.
Apparently somebody else on the internet has been sent a Sonichu medallion.
Burn it now.
Yeah, that's the only way to exercise it.
It's too late. The vessel has been chosen.
Ugh.
What's up with the Don King snake? Oh, wait, I get it. God damn it.
Yeah,
How did they manage to glue that to a fucking rattlesnake's head? I am
That's a king
impressed.
cobra. That is not a rattlesnake, man. Yeah, that thing is gnarly. One of the most
you're
dangerous
right.
things.
I don't.
You're not retarded. I just like snakes.
I saw that.
I do
but-
not.
Yeah, only in
You little
America.
wuss.
Only in America.
The Don King snake. I can't.
A Don King Cobra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love snakes.
Terry
every
says the
time
Sonichu thing is so
commercial.
stupid.
I am not a fan of the snakes.
You don't like coral snakes?
The only cute snakes were those ones from that commercial. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
No, but I feel like
the
I should.
snakes about the snakes and hats. Okay, we have to watch this. Let me find it.
There's a
And I'll
snakes
send
and
it-
hat commercial.
Yes.
What have I been doing with my life? I wonder if I've seen this and just like forgot about it.
What are you doing?
She's
I'm
typing. It's
finding
not
it.
popcorn. Calm down.
Here we go.
We need this in our
Okay.
lives. Hang on.
You need this in your lives. I found the link. I'm gonna send it to you.
But while you're doing that, Terry said the sonotube thing is so stupid.
It's a Christian thing.
I mean, you're not wrong.
People fall victim to stupidity every day. It's a cautionary tale.
You have to watch this commercial. No ropes. And danger noodles.
Danger noodles.
Yeah. How old is it?
It's like years and years old.
No ropes. I've definitely seen this. I forgot about this. I can't believe I forgot about this.
You're welcome.
I have to see
What
if
can
I
I
can.
so
say
awesome.
except you're welcome.
Do not boop the snack.
This is a snake.
Murders McGirder. How did I forget that? Oh, the Ugly Snow Level snack.
Are you guys gonna play for the show?
I'm trying not to get us struck.
That's true. That's
Wait, how are you
fair.
gonna get struck for snacks?
Because it's someone else's YouTube video. And people
I
are
mean, as long as
cunts.
we're talking over it, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to risk it on someone else's.
I can at least post it in the chat so people can go and watch it on their own so they know
Yeah.
what we're laughing at. Sorry, boys and girls. Here we go. This is something you all need in your lives.
My day's been fulfilled. I had murder spaghetti.
Wizard hats.
Watch it again.
No, I am so not a fan of snakes. It is one of my top two, I guess, irrational fears. The other being airplanes.
So the movie Snakes on a Plane was your ultimate nightmare.
Yeah, and I had a girlfriend who insisted on taking me to see it in theaters.
God, that movie was dumb.
We still need to watch Llamageddon just to laugh at that.
Llamageddon.
I watched that with my wife last summer.
Ah, dude, I'm supposed to watch it with you guys. What the fudge?
I've never seen it.
Neither have I. Okay, it's going on the list. It
I'm
just
sorry,
looks-
Llamageddon?
He's never seen it either.
He's
on
never
the
seen
list.
it?
All
Oh,
right.
my goodness.
Woo!
Llama-
No,
Even like
I heard you were talking about it, and then my wife's like, we're trying to find something to watch, and I'm like, and I'm a scroller. I'll just keep going until she's just like, just pick something. And I go, fine, Llamageddon, right there. And we watched it, and I'm like, now I know this is going to be bad, but I don't know how bad. And we watched it, and she's just like, I have no idea what the fuck's going on.
I think I tweeted about it when I first saw it. I'm like, okay, I definitely have to watch this. And I never. And
Johnny, did you take the opportunity to look at your wife and be like, me neither? You want to make out? Like, did you make a segue or no?
There was no way to make a segue because the kids were there.
I don't know. They're old enough that if you said that to your wife, they'd probably, peace out. They probably wouldn't want to stick around to see that.
Yeah, no. That's not going to happen.
Is it
So
just Armageddon, but with a giant llama instead of an asteroid?
I think it's about alien llamas, isn't it?
it's so good.
Yeah.
How have we not watched this yet?
Oh, and there's also a Velocipaster I want to watch.
It's on my list.
A pastor that turns into a Velociraptor. Oh, this stuff's getting so bad it's good.
So much fun.
And then there was Where did that even come from? I think it was...
Terry's no fun. I'm getting you a sign. No fun allowed. I'm putting that on Terry's lawn.
Mega Piranha is a classic.
Dude, Cheeseburger Cat, for example, was one of the most like popular memes, and it was all
Yes,
about talking like
Cheeseburger.
an idiot. It was still adorable.
It was very adorable.
Can I has cheeseburger?
I has cheeseburger. Best part of the internet. The early YouTube will forever be cemented in my head is probably the best time. And that actually goes beyond that. I'd say back when Newgrounds was still good. Evon's World was still good.
Oh, there is a link for his stream.
For whose stream?
The Ricada stream.
Oh yeah, it's on Stupid Ethan Ralph's channel because
Ew.
Ricada put it behind a paywall.
Well, then there's someone else with a kick stream.
Oh, thank God. Link me them. I don't want to look at Ethan's face.
Let me see if I can
Corrupt.
find it. Foogie posted it.
Boogie 2988.
Foogie.
Foogie, say Foogie.
Oh, Foogie. Oh, I thought I heard you say Boogie.
Why would I talk about that fat fuck?
I don't know. That was gonna be my second question.
And you wouldn't be back. You wouldn't be far off. Let's see if I can find it. Because Twitter likes to jump when you're scrolling. So why the hell? It was WeWas Chuds. It's their channel. I will copy that and place that there for you drama llamas.
Frosted, no. Should we just start a collection of all the YouTubers who have been caught jerking off on camera? We got DPS, we got Ricada. Who else has done it?
That Jeffrey Tubin guy.
Oh,
He was on a
yeah.
live stream though. He was on a work call.
That
that's-
was still recorded.
Still streaming other people live.
Yeah, if we broaden the horizons or the definitions a little bit, we could make quite the list of degenerates.
I mean, like, isn't like all of OnlyFans people, jerking off for,
That doesn't count. They mean to do that. I'm talking about people who legit
do it accidentally? Ah,
Yeah.
They're caught when they weren't supposed to be caught. It's like, I think everything's fine. Let me just turn off the camera.
It's like, why not just unplug your microphone and camera?
Right? Triple confirm everything is shut down.
That's what I do.
or
Yeah.
maybe don't jerk off at your workstation. Maybe have a different computer in a different room entirely for that.
Some of us are on a budget, bro.
I guess it depends on your definition of computer, doesn't it?
So now I gotta try and find my response. What was that even for? I had mentioned that what the hell's her name? The chick who made the new Star Wars show.
Don't know, don't care.
I don't want to remember her
I
name.
don't care.
I had mentioned because I think Jack. Oh yeah, it was Jack. He tweeted out her picture and it says it's harder to brag about looking like a fan film rather than being boring. And I had tweeted. I wonder how Mitch Hedberg would feel knowing he's been reincarnated as this. And Manic did not take well to that, and neither did Quiz. So
As far as I'm concerned, Star Wars ended at Return of the Jedi. There's only 3 movies. There's no shows. Moving on.
exactly.
I'm okay with 6 movies.
I can live with the 6.
I still don't think you watch them all.
3's fine.
I liked some of the stuff that came out in the prequels because it helped establish what the Order was supposed to be. In some ways, I liked that they tried to show us the struggle that Anakin went through, but there were a lot of times that if Anakin had stopped for half a second and thought, "Wait a minute, this shit didn't make sense,"
We're gonna have to lock you up now.
And that's why we got the Clone Wars cartoon, not the good one, which is a Gendy Tartakovsky thing, with the one that we got with fucking Dave Filoni, the wolf in sheep's clothing, which was fine for the longest time until he started making Ahsoka the center of the universe. And they just started rewriting all the established rules, even within their own series, and just fucked it up royal. I could talk way too much about Star Wars, so let's find something else.
All right, let's share the tab rather than this. I don't know if you guys have seen this. I'm gonna do an audio check.
It's a kitty.
Oh no, you gotta turn on the audio first.
Y'all got the wrong.
You guys see this?
I don't think I have.
It's so
I
good.
have it.
It's so good.
Y'all got the wrong cat. It ain't me you looking for. I ain't did nothing to nobody. Ouch! You holding my arm too tight. Garfield! Ouch! Garfield!
Do you know Linda?
Yeah.
Did you bite her?
No.
You're on camera biting her.
Fuck.
We're gonna have to lock you up now.
Y'all got the wrong cat. It ain't me.
Wasn't there like a big Twitter person who, or not Twitter or YouTube, it was just some guy, he did like voice like overs for like a whole ton of animal videos. That was his shtick.
I think that was one of them, actually. But yeah, I think there was a guy who used to do that. I don't know if he does that anymore.
Well, if he doesn't, he should, because those
Yes.
videos are awesome.
No, it's no, that one. Yeah, that I started laughing. Actually, I thought my phone was turned down in the middle of my office, and then all of a sudden it's just like fuck. I'm just like, oh shit. Whoopsie.
On your phone.
Whoopsie. Yeah, there's nothing like. Did you see the tweet showing the black chick in the show next to Dave Chappelle and Rick James? I did not, Frosted. All right. So, do you guys have local elections coming up?
I
Don't know.
have no idea.
Too much on my mind to think about it.
I mean, there's obviously the, I guess federal elections, House seats and whatnot. But I haven't paid attention to any of the local stuff either. I've been tuned out.
I have been inundated with because I know that we have ours coming up, and I have been inundated with all these Tim Sheehy ads. And Tim Sheehy is the guy who's running for, I think he's running for Senate or Congress, one of the two. Let me see if I can find. And actually, my friend Josh had actually interviewed him on his podcast, which was really a pretty good interview for, for what it was. Let me see if I can find it.
What's it?
Montana Knife Company is his thing. Let's see if I can find. I should really see if I can get. I gotta see if I can catch him because he'd be an interesting conversation. But yeah, he interviewed our governor, Governor Body Slam, as we have dubbed him.
Why? Has he actually body slammed somebody?
Oh, Gabby doesn't know the lore.
No, I don't.
Do you want to tell it, Johnny?
Go for it.
I welcome it.
Okay, so Gabby, what was it? Was it 18 when he was running for Congress? Or 2020?
2018, I think.
Yeah. So, his name's Greg
Gianforte.
Gianforte, yeah. Some journalist was questioning him at an event. I imagine it was hostile journalist. So yeah, he picked him up and body slammed the dude.
And I think it's
They
because
called him Congressman Body Slam after he won the election, and then he ran for and won the governorship.
Yep. And yeah,
I was expecting a longer story.
he's going for Senate, and I have been inundated. Like, my local advertisements have been just nonstop. Tim Sheehy's a rich out-of-stater and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, what has he done for me not to vote for him? That's literally the only thing that they've brought up against him is the fact that he's not from Montana.
So?
Right?
I remember that's exactly like, some people were like, I don't like Tulsi. She lives in Hawaii. She doesn't know what happens on the mainland. I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's the worst thing you gotta say about somebody is like they're not originally like they haven't moved there and they don't give a shit.
Mm.
We actually had let's see here, native who's running for Senate as well against Sheehy in the primaries. Charles A. Walking Child, and yeah, he's running as a Republican. Gasp.
A shock.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, you never see. You never see a native Republican, except for the last couple of years when I've seen a native Republican.
At this point, I make Archie Bunker look like a fucking hippie.
You stifle it, Edith. I should use that word more often, especially against you. Nothing.
Oh, that's a big ass picture. Okay.
Johnny, I just read your tweet that elephants can't jump. I have played several games where elephants can jump. Prove me wrong.
Those are games.
No, that's definitely reality. And that there's definitely an elephant that can fly because his ears are big.
And he holds a feather.
He didn't need it at the end. But that's some racist ass crow, isn't it? Everyone forgets that until they rewatched it because of the movie that came out recently. It's like, oh yeah, I forgot about those crows.
So yeah, let's see here. Matt Rosendale. There's another guy running. Let's see, Republican primary for House District 2. And there's an election in the runnings, a libertarian in the runnings as well. Good luck, dude. You are not making it.
Yeah. We seriously need to like get away from the just two-party system. It's like, yeah, there's other parties, but it's can anyone think of anyone who wasn't a Democrat or a Republican like that did anything big? It's
I mean, Ross Perot's the reason why we got Bill Clinton.
Yeah,
So that's pretty big.
After the credits of Dumbo, they show Thomas Edison electrocuting him to death.
That whole experience was fucked up. For those who didn't know, Edison wanted to prove some electrical theory by having a metal plate that was electrified and an elephant stand on it. It didn't go well for the elephant.
It wasn't a theory. It was he was.
Well, the
I can't
practical
remember. He
not
was
even original space travel. That didn't go well for the animals either.
those poor dogs.
Was he for direct current or alternating current? I can't remember which one it was.
I think it was direct current. He was trying to prove that direct current was hazardous. And that's how the electric chair was invented.
Yes.
No shit, Sherlock.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's fucked up, but, you know, history is interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they're trying to paint him as a rich out of stater, bringing up property taxes because he can afford a house. Which, I mean, by all means, if you can afford a house, and he has a business that is, electing local, like people straight out of like MSU. That's where he's hiring his employees through. So it's like, oh dear God, it's a local, state business, hiring local state people. How dare you?
The audacity.
Yeah. And yeah, I haven't heard pretty much anything that isn't a, well, he's being sued. Okay. Yeah, there's a lawsuit going on. I haven't read anything about it. It's just that the fact that it exists. But in the same newspaper that, quote unquote newspaper, it's a newsletter or whatever, it's from the Montana Independent or some shit like that.
I heard that freaking ceiling bird again, by the way.
That was my chair.
Uh-huh.
Of course, I can't get it to go on purpose, but fuck's sake.
That was not that noise. Am I the only one hearing it?
Apparently.
Apparently. I'm starting to hear it now. Oh, I can hear
It's not
it.
going off now.
Oh,
Seriously,
it's like
rewind the
opening
stream
notice.
later. You'll fucking hear it. I swear.
all I
Listen,
can hear.
finally going crazy.
You might be going crazy.
Oh, it's about time.
Yeah, but it's gonna be a fun ride.
Nah, whatever.
For you guys, I'm not gonna know what the heck's going on.
Oh, it's gonna be deliciously hilarious for me.
Operation Gabby Gaslight is a success.
I swear that's what y'all are doing to me.
Nah,
I don't believe you.
we'd never do that to you.
That was really convincing.
I'm glad it was.
I'm being facetious.
I know.
I heard that!
There it was.
Yeah, definitely heard something.
I wonder what Mercada is streaming about right now.
Cocaine.
And whores.
And liking him.
Well, I mean, does this woman qualify as a whore? Was she receiving financial compensation?
I mean, she is.
She could just be a good old fashioned slut.
But Gabby, Johnny's been dead for 10 years.
Don't do that, Derek.
This is not the Sixth Sense.
Cannibalist says he's probably chugging booze. I mean,
All right, you guys might hate me, but I have to go turn on my AC. I turned it off for the stream, but it's like 92 degrees. It's way too hot. I gotta go turn that stuff on.
It's a hot box over there.
Not in the fun way. I'll be right back.
No.
I'm sure she's fine. There's
Fine.
There's a video of some lady who's got a she's trying to show that she has a tamed saber-tooth.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. I don't remember what show it is, but I'm pretty sure like they cut to the next part and they're like rolling on the floor having a good time. Or she actually died. You don't know. I could be lying.
Yeah, I don't know. And I really don't care.
The CGI is just perfect for it. Orc.
yep. They usually don't be barking when I'm streaming.
Only when we're playing games.
Only occasionally.
I don't mind it. I'm just, stating the fact.
Now there's a ceiling dog.
Nah, she's very much curled up on the floor. And I'm not trying to shoot at her either.
Is there spent shell casings on the floor?
Twitter just not as good as it used to be, guys.
No.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I appreciate being able to say, dumb shit without getting completely banned, but it's just not. I don't know. Maybe we needed the restriction. Maybe that made it more interesting. You had to read between the lines more.
Yeah. I still like being able to call people like the gamer words and still feel pretty safe saying it.
I'm not gonna lie, the community notes are fun.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
Yeah, I just wish that when I click on something, I don't have like a ton of like OnlyFans ads in the replies or other people posting irrelevant memes.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, like he did promise to get rid of the bots, and I still get spammed like messages either in Japanese or telling me, "Hey, there's a remote job where you can work part-time and make several grand a month," and I'm like, "You're on drugs and not the good kind."
How come you get the Japanese people and I get all the OnlyFans thoughts?
Or there's still OnlyFans thoughts all over the place. They keep commenting on popular tweets like, "Check out pics in bio."
Yeah. Most of the time I get a like on a tweet I just sent. I know it's going to be like a spam bot person with like a name like Anissa or Julia or something, and it's always just some bot out there to make you click on a bio. It's like, yes, we could be together forever. It's like, yeah, okay. I mean, maybe taped up in the basement behind a wall of plaster and brick.
Although, I mean, to be fair, it's always been an issue. I used to go by Russian Thoughtbot just to be funny. There's always been bots that have that.
I remember you got tagged as because they thought you were a Tulsi Gabber.
Yeah, that was. Oh my god, that'll be my favorite top 5 moments on Twitter ever. Yeah, someone thought I was actually Tulsi Gabbard. Yes, yes, the fox girl with big titties and the cock hat is representative.
I mean, I'd vote for her.
Thank you.
Just watching things on Twitter. You got me looking at Twitter now. I didn't want to.
I'm hardly ever on Twitter. I didn't even look at it for several weeks, actually. Yeah, I mean, Camel's right. It has gotten a little stale.
Yeah, a lot of this is Garbo.
Yeah, nah, it's about the same.
I mean, the algorithm has gotten a bit better. I think they've cleaned that up a bit. Because, like, if I do click on stuff that I usually don't click on, like, past week or two, I've had baseball content on my timeline. I'm not a big baseball fan.
I was going to say, I don't think we've ever had a fully functional conversation about any sport, really.
No. But every now and then something pops up. It's like, oh, that's kind of interesting, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Like-
cool every once in a while. It's neat, occasionally.
But yeah. So I mean, like that's improved. Yeah, the community notes are nice. But
I don't immediately get kicked off because somebody's mad at me about my takes, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but that should be stock standard.
Yeah, it should be, but it wasn't for years.
Yeah, it wasn't. You got to take that overall. It's like I'd rather someone be an idiot or deal with like a few more ads than BS like kicks.
Look at it this way. This is the only platform with which my name isn't secured. I've always gone by the same name since the mid-90s, mind you. And it's gone. I will never get it back on here because I'm not going to try to get it back now that you can recover it. No, it's gone because somebody got mad at me for having my opinion. It's like, you could have muted me, could have blocked me, but you reported me for nothing. I didn't even curse at you, didn't call you names, and then I lost it forever. It's gone.
I gotta say,
You got to say?
it's the share.
Oh.
Beautiful cat with homophobia.
Oh, yeah. Gotta love that cat with homophobia. Every time it sees a gay guy, it runs across the field.
That's what that blue eye's for.
Yeah.
I do like those videos of the turtles attacking only black shoes and not white
That's so
shoes.
good. Why do they do that? It's so cool. though.
There is. You just reminded me, Frosted. There is the video from Islamicat.
Islamicat's one of the best things.
Let's see if I can find. There he is. Let's see here. Nope, not unfollowing Islamicat. I will copy the link. I'll just put that in the chat. If you're not following Islamicat, you should.
Jeez.
Link in their profile, send to my Twitter DMs. I'll check it out.
You haven't seen Islamicat?
No.
Okay, give me a sec.
Well, you already posted it in the chat.
I did.
You fast lad, you.
Hey, Jen. How's it going, Cannibalistic Wizard? It's got music on there. I don't want to. Well, it's just music, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I suppose I can play it. So let's do the share here. All right, here we go. And he calls him the orthodog.
The Orthodog infidels.
The orthodogs, the infidels. Let's see here. The catlifate. The puslums. Puslums, I guess it would be.
Oh, it's a little dog just turning around. It's cute.
I put a daily dose of Rome in the side chat there.
All right, we can share that.
Think about the Roman Empire.
You fixed my garage door months ago. Leave me alone.
Again, is this something the screen can see, or?
He linked it in the chat. But yeah, it's also screen shared.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's the right button.
Now we all know how badass a Roman auxiliary cavalry looks.
So yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of burning out. What do you guys think?
I can't really say the things I think. I mean, you get booted for sure. I can't do that to a friend.
Or their channel.
Or the channel. I could do it to your friend's friends. Yeah.
But not to my friend's friend's friends.
Exactly, because I'm, the friend of my enemy is my enemy's friend.
What was that band? Make out with your friends. It's 3 a.m.
I don't know, but it sounds funny.
You know who I'm talking about, right? Oh,
It sounds familiar.
I'm having a brain fart. Who did the album 3 a.m.?
I mean, there's a Matchbox 20 song. I don't know if it's an album. No, it's not them.
I know I'm an idiot.
No.
But yeah, I think we'll call it since we're kind of running dry. But you can join us. By us, I mean Sanguine tomorrow, who will be hosting. Maybe is he hosting tomorrow, or is he?
No, he's not hosting tomorrow. Remember last week he said.
Oh, that's right. It was this week. He needs a replacement.
Yeah.
So mystery guest tomorrow.
This sounds really planned out. Professional over here.
Amazing.
To find out who's hosting next time on Minions of the Zoo.
He's going to try and sound something up? Okay. Join us tomorrow for Hammer's Table Scraps. So, but with that, the zoo is closed. Have a good night, everyone.
Later,
Good
take
night. Don't
Bye,
feed
everybody.
us. Don't feed the creatures.
It's not past midnight yet. It's fine.
It is in the east.
I mean, it's always past midnight somewhere.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Okay, Jimmy Buffett.
Hey, happy hour exists at all times everywhere.
That one I'll put on a bumper sticker.